And good evening, hockey fans in Newfoundland and Labrador, across Canada and around the world via the internet. Welcome you inside the Joe Byrne Memorial. No, we're not inside the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium. I got ahead of myself. We're inside the Windsor Stadium here in Grand Falls, Windsor, for game number 3 of the semi-final between Traction Central Impact and the East Coast Blizzard. Right ready for the national anthem. And yes, indeed, we are inside the Windsor Stadium in Grand Falls, Windsor, for game number 3 of the Newfoundland and Labrador Under 18 Major Hockey League semi-final. Traction Central Impact hosting East Coast Blizzard. Games 1 and 2 were split out in Mount Pearl last weekend. The Impact winning game number 1, 3-2 in overtime. Blizzard coming back with a big win in game number 2. 3 games on tap this weekend. George Scott, Robert Golding, Jason Power on the camera to bring you this game. Starting goaltenders for East Coast Blizzard. We got number 33, Tyler Compton, starting in goal. And for the Impact, it'll be number 34, Jaden Lynch. We're just underway here in the opening period. Spurl drops it off. First shot kicked away by Lynch. Ellis along the boards. It'll be kept in. Long shot from the point again. That went off the stick of the goaltender. Lynch make a couple of saves here early in the first period. Percy throws it cross ice. Sent in behind the goal by Flynn. Percy's got it along the boards, puts it back in behind the goal. That shot didn't get much on that. I don't think it got through to the goaltender, and then the Impact with a chance to clear. A couple of Blizzard players all tied up down the other end. They ran into each other. Fowler had it knocked off his stick. Haggett will shoot it in from the defense for the Impact, stopping up behind the goal. Compton gave it away. King trying to get it out in front. Hounsell was all alone, finally gets it, and it went over the top of the net. A couple of chances for both teams here early in this first period. Flynn off the boards, gets it ahead. Yabsley to Flynn. Zach King at his blue line gets it ahead. Locke will send it in. Hounsell in there first for the Impact on the forecheck, trying to work it out in front. One off a skate. Blizzard with a chance to move it. Flynn only as far as the blue line, and that is offside. Robert, I see you pointing. You're on this one early.
Well, you got to be. I never had much to say for the first 2.5 minutes, George. And
I noticed that. Yeah.
Well, the first 45 seconds, the Blizzard had put the puck deep into the Impact zone, and they had 3 really good quality shots. Weren't able to get it back out. The last 25 seconds sort of split halfway, and we see a little change in exchange here of pleasantries. The Impact, in order to be successful, George, against this big blue team, are going to need to get puck through the neutral zone, which is not easy to do on this smaller ice surface, and some big forecheckers up front for the East Coast Blizzard.
Ingram jumping on the loose puck. He gets a shot, one off the leg of Cleary in behind the goal. Cleary gets tied up back there. The puck came out in front. It's flipped over the top of the net by Ingram. Didn't get a lot on that as the puck was bouncing. That'll come out over the blue line. Blizzard with a chance to move it. They're stopped. And it comes back out. Here's Cleary. Cleary to McCarthy. In over the blue line. Back to McCarthy. Back in behind the goal. McCarthy following up on it in the corner. Impact get in there first. Pile up along the boards. Puck squirts loose. Cleary with a shot, fluttering shot, played away by the goaltender Lynch. Up in the air, Lynch reaching for it, beyond his reach, goes into the corner. Now the Impact come up with it. Ingram trying to work around the outside. Ingram with a shot. That's stopped by Compton. He'll hold on to it.
George, in order for this Central Impact team to be successful, in my opinion, their goaltender has to be their best player. If their goaltender is not going to be their best player, that means they're going to be fighting an uphill battle. They had a tough loss last week on the Sunday, 9-2. They after winning 7-6 the previous night. But they can't allow those types of goals and that many goals. Goaltender has to be number one.
I think I said before they won 3-2 in overtime. That was the Cataracts. I tell you, I'm into Joe Byrne. I'm doing Cataracts. I'm discombobulated. I was at the Joe Byrne today helping the Deer Lake Red Wings webcast crew set up to cover the Cataracts game that's happening across town.
You're a man of many talents, George.
Well, do what I can, you know.
You going to the theater later tonight?
No.
Okay, just
no,
a night off. Okay.
No, not working at the theater tonight or this weekend. We've got 4 hockey games to call this weekend, so that's enough, I think.
Got to bring the gear down tonight, do you?
Yep. After we're finished here at the Windsor Stadium, we have to pack everything up. Bring it across town to the Joe Byrne and get set for these two teams to play again tomorrow afternoon.
I don't think I'm available.
Okay. You mean for the lugging the gear? Or for doing the game?
No, I'm good for the game.
It's just not for lugging the gear. Okay. Yeah. You didn't have to tell me that. I mean, that's been standard operating procedure for years. Here's Byrne down the left side. Threw it in front. Went by everybody into the far corner. Byrne on it first. Again threw it through the crease. King got a weak shot on goal. Kicked away by Comden. Hughes out at center. Shoots it back in. Pass behind Griffiths. Percy has to back up in his own end. Quick pass up ahead for Spurl. Spurl's in all alone. Spurl, forehand, didn't get a shot away. So he lost the handle on it. He tried to go to the forehand.
The D-man just cannot get beat like that, George. Spurl, the most gifted offensive player they got, he can't get behind you.
Hillier and a break for the Impact as Spurl just never did get a shot on net.
No, he made a nice move, and I don't know if it went off the heel of his stick.
Yeah, that goes out of play. The faceoff will stay in the Blizzard end. No score. 15-10 left to go. Opening period. Shots on goal. 5-2 favoring the Impact.
Yes, and George, as you alluded to, it's a busy weekend in Grand Falls, Windsor this weekend with hockey. The Senior Cataracts playing down at the Joe tonight and tomorrow. And, of course, the Central Impact team playing tonight here in Windsor. And tomorrow at the Joe and Sunday morning at the Joe. So we're a busy group this weekend. Lots of hockey.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun weekend.
It is.
Going to redo that face-off.
And I guess, George, no time like the president, but to say congrats to our Canadian team with their great victory in OT last night with Mr. McDavid. And, of course, the 51st state will stay as it is. It doesn't exist.
Backhand. There was room on the far side. Kicked away by Lynch. Those he got the right pad down. Good scoring chance there for the Blizzard. Now they steal it. Right in front. Back to the point comes Cleary with a shot wide of the goal. One off the glove of the goaltender. Ellis. He was stopped. Fired back in again.
Some tight checking here along the boards.
Comes out Clendenning battling for it. He'll get to it. Got it over center. Shot it in, and he'll head to the bench. Yeah, I mean, two great hockey teams.
Just phenomenal.
Canada and the United States. What those two games they played against each other was good hockey as you will ever see. That's way offside. It's shot in on the goaltender.
Yeah, you're right, George. And, a couple of victories, a 3-1 with an empty netter in the first one, and the regular, I can't call it regulation, but and then of course 3-2 last night. And of course, one of the things that we got to look forward to now are the Olympics
Less than a year
next
away.
February.
Yep.
Just a year away.
We'll do it again. We'll have
Yeah.
more teams, obviously.
We will.
But all the games I thought were really good. It was enjoyable to
Yeah.
watch, and frankly, with the political situation that added to so much of
It
the
did.
drama. Other than that, people may have taken it a little less seriously. But I said going to last night, the last time I felt like this was Game 8 of 72 series.
Well,
For those of us old enough to remember it.
I remember it. I don't remember a lot of it. I do remember, but
That
and of
was
course the
charged with emotion.
2010 Olympics as well.
But even the Olympics.
Yeah, the Olympics weren't the same as the 72 because it was on Russian soil, all the controversy. And
the idea you're playing the Soviets,
You're
and the
playing the
Cold
So-
War was
yeah.
on the go. There's
You're
so much
right.
more. And again, this one with President Trump's comments that charged up Canadian fans. It's
sure.
just King with a shot over the top of the goal. It just added so much more to it. I was on pins and needles all night.
I
last
was
night.
as well, George. And then, and you throw in the face of Canadian hockey for so many years, Wayne Gretzky, and being named as an honorary captain last night, coming out through the American bench and giving a thumbs up and hands to all of the American teams and didn't say anything to Canada.
Hughes with a shot, yeah.
Really disappointing to me.
It's cleared down the ice. No icing. Play continues. But yeah, despite all the political sideshow, the hockey itself
Hockey was fantastic.
Was amazing.
And listen to some of the players. They didn't even know what to expect. This supplanted the All-Star game, which has become basically just a circus show.
Yeah,
And,
I haven't watched an All-Star game in
No,
years.
I mean, it's just been so silly. But to put these and the four best teams against each other, best on best, and listen to a couple of the players saying that they haven't played best on best, and to do this, and they really went all out every shift.
Oh, absolutely. This meant a lot to everybody on both teams, you could tell. Puck goes high in the air. Blizzard, strong, has it. Tried to pass across. That puck bounced, touched up. That will be offside. You are correct, sir.
And George, just to finish the note about the four Nations Cup, and the thing which is a little different than the Olympics, because in the Olympics we have more teams, while we also have weaker teams, and you'll see some lopsided scores. There were no lopsided scores in this particular tournament.
4 very good teams.
And then they get back to business tomorrow.
Yep. After all that, back to work. Just go back to your day job. There's a chance in front, put wide by Luke Kosh.
Luke Kosh, a big, strong guy, has improved his skating over the years. Veteran on this team now. Plays the boards in the corners well, and that's what he's needed with this Impact team.
I believe Luke is going to be your first intermission guest. Is
He's
that correct?
going to be, sir.
Look forward to that. Robert will have a conversation with Luke Kosh right at the end of the first period. Jones with a bit of room to get away. Jones pulls it back. One off of Strickland to the boards. Jones gets it behind the goal. Good body position there by the Impact defenseman Ellis, but then it goes up and out of play. Oh, sorry, that was Hillier, 94.
One of the things, George, you got to look at with this Blizzard team, some of their strength, or most of their strength from their forwards, comes from the right side, being right shooters. Whether it's Spurl, whether it's Jones, whether it's McCready, all these guys. And that's why it's so important that the lefty and the left forwards for the Impact team are strong on that side of the puck, because you're going to be facing these guys every shift.
Fowler reaching for it, couldn't catch up to it. It goes in behind the net. Cleared to the boards. Blizzard are on it first. They'll bring it out. Quickly ahead. McCarthy. Shot on goal. Saved by Lynch, who's been very good here in this first period.
It's a great pad save.
Hodder. Puck was loose. Hodder's got it backhand. May have hit the face mask of the goaltender, Comden.
Byrne had a great opportunity to come to Hodder. The goaltender made a great save.
I tell you, both teams with great chances here in this first period. It's been a terrific one. Blizzard moving ahead. They'll get it in over the blue line. Little flip pass into the middle. Bounced over the stick of the player, and back comes King. Byrne with a backhand. That's blocked away by Comden.
Byrne, who had a tremendous rookie season for this Impact team this year.
Purdy. He'll move it ahead. Spurl working one-on-one against Hughes, trying to split the defense, gets knocked down, and it'll be covered by Lynch.
George, you watch a lot of hockey, particularly in Canada here in Newfoundland, and you'll see on a team there's usually 3 or 4 right-handed shooters. This Blizzard team, I'm counting at least 9, which is very, very strange.
Puck is loose off the faceoff. King has got it. He'll throw it around behind his goal. Hughes knocked off the puck. It's flipped out in front. King was there for the impact to clear that. One off his stick. Purdy. Locke gets there first. Threw it right through the crease. It comes out the other side. Duffett flips it out to center off the boards. Gets knocked down as he gets to the blue line. Fell right on top of the puck. Finally it comes loose. Impactor on it. Blizzard have it. Purdy shot it in, then heads to the bench.
Goaltender got a stick caught in the petition down where the gate comes out. That is as bizarre as I've seen. He went to play the puck and got the stick stuck in where the gate opens up and lost the stick.
Just a little bit of a gap there and found it. Luckily for him, the puck went up and out of play. He didn't have to play without his stick for more than a few seconds.
Oh, didn't break off, which is another good thing. Only cost $350.
He was checking it to make sure it was okay.
In case people are wondering, the goaltender's the only guy allowed to play with a broken stick.
That shot in, dropped. This trivia brought to you by Robert Golding.
Eddie Flood will probably text us shortly.
Dumped in, Comden. Griffiths, that hit the side of the net. Impactor on it. Out in front for Pittman. He was looking for Ingram at the side of the net. Kind of a shot pass.
Great 3-way passing play.
Just failed to connect. It has been a very good first period, Robert.
Great speed, George.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great speed on both teams.
Back and forth. Up and down the ice they go. Here come the Blizzard. Their turn. To the front of the net. It rattles around. They stay on it.
It's going to be a penalty here behind the play to Impact.
They touch it up.
Yeah, that's an easy call right there.
Cross-checking.
Yeah, once the pass was made and it got whipped around, and of course you can finish your check, but you can't finish your check that late and that high and get the stick up. Referee Mills is Joni on the spot, sorry. And she made that call. Yeah. I had a good chat with her down parent-teacher interviews last week. She was really, she likes to go back and watch our games, George, and she said, remember the call? She said, with the penalty shot? I said, yes, I do remember. She said, I wanted to make sure. She said, I knew I had it right.
Yep, I often speak to her, and she said, when you were watching that game, did you see this? Did you see that? What do you think of that penalty I called? And so on, right? Oh, he lost his stick again.
What's going on? This time he just lost it like he wanted to throw it away.
It's down behind the net, and the Blizzard on the power play. Goaltender with no stick.
Not good.
Spurl swings it the other side. They don't shoot it. They come back to Spurl. Up top.
Spurl will shoot it.
Again up top. Still nothing at the goal. Dillon calling for it back at the point. Finally gets it. Swings it back to Spurl. Over the other side. That shot whipped wide, and that'll carry him and come all the way out.
I'm not sure what a goaltender didn't go get his stick.
Well, it didn't get quite deep enough. He thought about it, but the puck only got the center, and the Blizzard has it. Now it'll come into Lynch. He'll hang on to it. Fair catch there, and he'll go retrieve his stick. 59 seconds to go in the Blizzard power play.
He's going to need to glue that to his hand.
Gets the old Fred Melitnikov stick-em. Going way back there to the Oakland Raiders.
Oakland Raiders, George. Yep. I'm an Oakland Raider fan. All right. Jim Plunkett was the quarterback.
Yep. He had so much stick on his hands that they eventually outlawed it.
They outlawed it. Not only his hands, his whole jersey.
And the football was ruining the footballs.
Yeah. His jersey was covered in glue.
That's cleared down by the Impact as they win the faceoff. 50 seconds to go now in their penalty. Under 8 minutes to go in the opening period, and that goes out of play. So again, yes, as you mentioned earlier, we will have game 4 of this series tomorrow afternoon. It will be at the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium, 2:30. We'll have that game for you here on AO.live. And then game number 5, because they split last weekend, we know we're going to play game 5. It'll be Sunday morning again at the Joe Byrne, and we will have that game for you as well.
That's a
Hit
penalty.
along the boards.
That might actually result in a suspension. That is a clear check from behind. It might be a boarding call.
The referees are going to discuss what they want to call here.
Yeah, as he's hurt here now.
The Blizzard player still down.
Yeah, I don't know how hurt he is, but it's one of these calls that's he pushes him into the boards. It's not why you call a clean cross check to the back, but he pushes him in the boards. He's in a defenseless position. It's going to be a minimum of a double monitor, if not a 5-minute major, and an ejection from the game.
Yeah, Drew Moore still down on the ice for the Blizzard. Trainer out to check on him as he gets back to his feet now.
He's wobbly, and the trainer's going to have to help him.
James Strickland headed to the penalty bench. So it'll be 5-on-3, 35 seconds left to go in the initial penalty to the Impact.
Yeah, this is where you're going to have to test your mettle here now if you're the Impact team.
Yeah, big moment in this game now with the two-man advantage.
Huge.
As the teams have played pretty even up to this point.
I don't see anything up on the score clock yet, George, in terms of a penalty. There's only space for one, actually, probably.
Yeah, that's the problem with the clock here. It can only show one penalty.
Okay, we'll have to wait the announcement.
Yep. I didn't catch the referee's signal.
He's not kicked out the game because there'd be somebody else in had to serve 2 minutes, but
well, just the two players in the penalty box. Actually, they can show two. I'm looking at the penalty clock again. There's one above, one can go down below. So they can put two penalties up on the clock here. Just waiting to see what will go up. You can see it down top of your camera there, top of your screen. 35 seconds left to go in the initial penalty. We're waiting for the other one to go up on the board. Great job, Jason. Referees are still down at the timekeeper's box.
Yeah, they're speaking to I don't know what they're doing. Kind of speak to the Blizzard bench, not sure why.
Nope.
I still don't know what's going on.
Okay, nothing going up on the clock, but obviously there's a penalty. It's 5-on-3.
I think what have happened, George, that the officials in the score box might have told them that they can't get the other time up, so they're going to just run it like it is.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was. That's probably why they went and spoke to the Blizzard, because they wouldn't have any other reason to. The penalty was against Impact.
That shot stopped by Lynch. Waiting to get the announcement. 19 seconds to go in the initial one. That shot kicked away by Lynch. Rebound is there, backhand. Lynch kicks that away as well. Puck goes high in the air, knocked out of the air by the Blizzard, but Impact get to it and clear it down the ice. The initial penalty to Ingram is now over.
They only gave 2 minutes on the other penalty as well, George.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not starting until now.
That's
right. That didn't start initially. Anyway, well, they'll figure it out. Flynn mishandled that pass. Comes right in front of the goal. Fowler got to it, cleared it behind the net. Blizzard stay on it. Minute 40 to go in the power play. 5-on-4 now. Flynn across to Jones. That shot ripped wide. Jones has it along the boards. They tried to pass it back to Flynn. That didn't work. Now Flynn has got it. To Jones. Passes are just a little bit off. They can't do that one-timer. Almost came out, just kept in. Percy. He'll get the return pass shot right on net. Rebound is there. Fowler got there in time to get a stick in front of the Blizzard player to keep it out of the net.
Fowler saved the goal.
Under a minute to go in the power play. Here's Percy from the top. Rebound was there. Again, Lynch coming up huge on this power play.
Remarkable.
Up top, shot blocked by Kosh. Percy went down. Kosh able to get it out. Great work by Luke Kosh. Jones, I think he was going to head to the bench and he got the pass.
He was.
Then he shoots it in. Nobody there as the Blizzard are changing. That gives the Impact lots of time here. Off the boards, up ahead for Byrne. Byrne is in all alone. 2-0. Shot, score!
I love that play by Byrne. He slows down. He looks over. He knows he has Haller coming late. And he just waits and makes just a tremendous play. Haller buries it. A short-handed goal here, and when the Blizzard had all of the play. Just watch this. Haller just makes a great pass, but Haller's coming late. Watch Byrne. He looks. Boom.
Wow, and right up under the crossbar by Hodder, who had the winning goal in game 1.
Yeah, Byrne, the most gifted offensive player on this Impact team. Very unselfish. Dishes it off to his teammate coming late. And George, I still don't understand why the 2-minute penalty didn't start till the other one was over.
No,
I gotta ask the official on that afterwards.
That shot is held by.
Like, first I would have thought it would have been a 4-minute double minor. Then it was only 2 minutes, but it did not start till the 35 seconds were over on the other penalty.
I think because there was more time on that penalty clock when that goal was scored, but we're back to 5-on-5, so they may have been running it on the bench, because that penalty is now over. So
okay.
I think they did. What was on the clock wasn't
really
the right time.
Okay, and I think that's what Danielle Mills, referee, went to the Blizzard bench and the Impact bench and said. Because if not, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So there's still about 30 seconds left to go in the Impact penalty.
Yes.
From what we saw on the board.
It's going to be icing with a rolling puck.
Yep. So 1-0, Central Impact.
But
James
George,
Hodder.
I got to go back to that power play that the Blizzard had, and as I was saying at the outset of the game, in order for this team to be successful, the Impact, their best player's got to be their goaltender. Their goaltender has been their best player thus far.
Yeah, Jaden Lynch was brilliant during that.
Just spectacular.
That 5-on-3, 5 or 6 terrific saves. Fired around the boards all the way down the ice. This will be icing once again against the Blizzards. We're down to just under 4.5 to go here in period 1.
And this is where right now, George, the Blizzard, they got to say to themselves, okay, guys, we've had a number of opportunities. We've played extremely well. We got a little unfortunate on a long pass and found ourselves behind, but we're still doing what we should be doing.
Good outlet pass. Right onto the stick of Yabsley. Yabsley gets around Hughes and got a shot away. And again, Lynch is there to shut the door for the Impact.
Yabsley's a great skater, George, especially to the outside. He uses his body well. He dips down the left shoulder, puts the leg out, protects the puck, and got a quality shot away.
Pittman in over the blue line, shot off his stick, goes in behind the goal. Right out in front, that was missed, comes back to the point. Strickland backhands it in. Puck down in the corner. A couple of Blizzard players in there. Ingram gets there first on that loose puck for the Impact. Turns, shot off a stick, goes wide, comes through the near boards. Out at center. Russell knocked off his stick. Goes to the boards. Russell follows up on it. Impact get there and clear it. Kicked into the Impact zone. Hillier off the boards. That'll come out. I believe they're saying that did not quite get all the way out.
No.
Touched up offside by the Blizzard.
Pace of this first period has been absolutely tremendous.
And not a bad crowd here tonight at the Windsor Stadium,
No.
given that the Cataracts are playing across town. Their game scheduled to start in about an hour at 8 o'clock against the Deer Lake Red Wings. That series tied at 1.
And the format for that series is 2-2-1-1-1, whereas this one's 2-3-2.
Yep. right in front off the stick of the goaltender. Impact stay on it, cycle it in behind the goal. Cleary will go get it for the Blizzard. Cleary up at the blue line. Cross ice, tipped in by Russell. Russell turns and heads to the bench. Price puts on the brakes, quickly moves it ahead to King. King on the other side. Gets it to Kagan Hounsell. Hounsell trying to work his way in. Strong took it away.
It's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, I think
we're
we're going to get interference as the Hounsell was knocked down in the corner.
Yeah.
That is indeed the call.
It's one of those ones that Hounsell was looking at checking, coming back into play, get interfered, get almost like a pick set.
Yep.
And, of course, the trailing official, who has a great view of that one, is able to make that call. So we see the Impact go on their power play.
They lead it 1-0 here in the first period. But 2.5 minutes to go. Face-off win for the Blizzard. Down the ice it goes. Lynch sets it up there for Fowler. Fowler quickly ahead to King. King races in over the blue line, dumps it behind the net. Fired around the boards. Fowler couldn't get over and hold it in.
No, especially
Lynch.
being on his off wing, he needs to get over a little quicker, because if not, he's got to take it on his backhand. But the dump in, there was just no retrieval there. There was 4 blue jerseys.
Aiden Locke. He'll bring it in himself. He won't dump it in. He'll carry it in. Drops it back for Fowler. Now the Impact with a chance to set up. King. To Hounsell. Hounsell knocked down along the boards and gives up the puck, and that will allow the Blizzard to bring it out. Getting back, Fowler doing a great job. Great back pressure there. Almost a 2-on-1 for the Blizzard, shorthanded.
Yeah, they had no puck support on the strong boards. You got to have more puck support.
There's Locke. Locke with a shot right on net. Stopped by Compton, and one and done for the Impact on that attempt. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Just over a minute to go in the period. Graham Pittman. Kosh. Back at the point, Price. Ingram behind the net. Back to Ingram. Scores on the give and go.
What a beautiful play. I've seen a lot of good give and goes, and that ranks up there as a great one. Got it down low, brought it back out. And what you call a soft spot there on top of the circle. Got away a great wrist shot. Good possession here on the boards. Price keeps it in. Just a nice little 20-foot pass down. Makes it comes right back to him quickly. And the stick was in the way, but just got a good release away. Very symbolic emblem of the goal that Connor McDavid scored last night. Same area.
So it comes with just under a minute to go here in the first period. 2-0 for the Impact.
Yeah, the Impact have got to be tremendously happy how this period's transpired after what looked like it was going to be a real tough one.
Whoa, almost a giveaway. Blizzard have it.
Yeah, you got to protect the puck better than that.
That shot stopped by Lynch. Got a piece of it. Wasn't sure where that rebound went. It went over the top of the net.
That's going to be another penalty right here behind the play. That's another
interference. This time it'll go against the Impact.
But it results because of a turnover where you're just not protecting the puck. I mean, there's a nothing play. You just scored a goal. You got some momentum, and now you give up another turnover without being any pressure. And, of course, it results in a scoring opportunity and an interference call.
Now Blizzard on a power play, 21 seconds to go in the period. Taken by Price. Price will skate it out. He'll just keep going, dump it in. 10 seconds to go in the power play. This one, barring something dramatic in the last couple of seconds, will carry over into period 2. 2 seconds left. Ooh, almost another penalty. It is another penalty.
That's an easy call.
That's a bad one.
Yeah.
There was no time to even shoot it. There was no reason to get engaged at all.
No, and when you got a guy who's at ahead of you, now you think about this, they're going to go into the second period. and they're going to come out as a 5-on-3 again, talking about the Blizzards. This is going to be another very pivotal moment for this Impact team when they take to the ice in the second period.
All right, Robert, you're going to head down to have a chat with Luke Kosh. But yeah, a minute and 38 seconds left to go in the first penalty to the Impact. So the Blizzard will have a lengthy 5-on-3 to start period number 2. I see Luke Kosh setting up down there, waiting for Robert's arrival. Shots on goal after 20 minutes, 12 apiece. Evenly played period, but the Impact taking advantage of. Not sure if that first goal was a shorthanded goal or not because of some confusion over the time on the penalty. But the second one was a power play goal. There you see Luke Kosh and Robert Golding.
Okay, good evening, folks. Here with Luke Kosh, third-year veteran on this Impact team. Luke, what's your assessment of the first period?
I think we had a good period and keep getting pucks deep, forechecking, aggressive. Intensity's good, so keep playing that. I think we'll have a good outing.
And this year, Luke, I've noticed you as the year's gone on. You're calling on to do a bit more. You are on the second power play unit. You're killing penalties. And, of course, one of the biggest attributes you bring is your size and your ability to get in on a forecheck. Is that what you like to do?
Love it. Love being aggressive. I love it. Throwing bodies. It's perfect.
And of course, that's what gets you in the game. And it requires discipline. And just, you guys are going, just scored a big goal shorthanded, then got another one. Now you have to kill a 5-on-3 and then hopefully get that one done and try to come out a little stronger.
Yeah, I think we'll kill it. And I'm very confident in our penalty kill, so I think we'll kill it, come back, and probably score again.
And that being so, and as I said when we first went on the air, Luke, that your best penalty killer has got to be your goaltender, and your goaltender first period was spectacular.
He always is. He's a good goalie, good kid. Love playing with him 2 years, and he'll keep us in any game.
And this being your final year, your final swan song, what do you take away from your years playing Impact hockey?
I don't know. It's good. I had fun 3 years. Great experience.
A lot of friendships?
Tons.
Wish you all the best. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
All right, Robert Golding in conversation with Luke Kosh. We'll take a break now. After 20 minutes to play, Central Impact leading the East Coast Blizzard 2-0. Game 3 of the Newfoundland Labrador Under-18 Major Hockey League semifinals. Back in a few moments, folks. Underway here in the second period. We'll start this second period with the Blizzard on a 5-on-3 power play. Minute 30 left to go in the initial penalty to the Impact.
This is going to be a big part of this game right here now, George.
It's their second 5-on-3. Last time Impact were bailed out by Jaden Lynch. You know, it was a number of big saves. How many times can you... Well, there's your answer.
You never got the word. You never got to finish the sentence.
How many times can you do that when it's put in by Gavin Connors?
Just a rocket of a shot. You look the way that the D-man got teed up. Left-handed shooter on the right-handed side. They had come down low to impact that being. And, of course, if you just watch this, a nice pass. You watch two of the guys rotate, coming over, top of the circle. Nobody out near him. Hounslows gets tied up with a little forechecker, sort of a semi-pick. And, of course, because that occurred so early into the period, they still have another minute and a half on this power play.
Just 6 seconds in. Or 26 seconds in, I should say. So a quick goal by the Blizzard here in period number 2. Got them right back in it. And as you say, Robert, they are still on the power play, but I think the forward was going to let it go for the defenseman. Unfortunately for them, there was no defenseman back at the point.
Never got there in time. He was on the weak side coming across.
And there's a turnover at center that's sent back in. Minute 5 to go in the power play. And Impact got away with one 5-on-3 disadvantage. Couldn't get away with the second one.
No, you're only going to go into the well so many times.
It's Flynn. Off the stick of Strong, goes into the corner. Impact on it, and that'll go down the ice.
Strong was wide open there too, George. You got to be able to get a stick on him or get it in between them. That was an easy shot with a little bit better of a pass.
This is Strong, gains the blue line, dumps it into the far corner. Price hustling to get in there, chopped it off the boards. Flynn will hold it in. This is Declan Flynn. Percy, his shot, that was redirected, went wide. Strong swings it in, comes back to Flynn. His shot right on goal, but it's smothered by Lynch. He'll hold on, no rebound. 9 seconds to go in the Blizzard power play.
And the thing is that right now, if you're the Blizzard, you're going to be telling your guys, you have to be aware of the guy coming out of the box because this is the long one. You're down in that zone. Could easily result in a power play, a breakaway.
Hounslow comes in. He was going to come in to take the faceoff. He gets waved out. Now defenseman's going to come in to take it.
Wow,
Hughes.
that's different.
Right in front. They turn it over, and what a chance for the Blizzard. He just couldn't get a stick on it as the puck came in front of the net. It was wide open.
Yeah, and not only did the D-man come in to take it, but he broke a stick in the meantime.
Just 1 second left to go in the power play. Ooh, what a chance there for the Blizzard.
Well, you had a D-man taking the draw, and you had a forward over in the D-man's position. He just totally forgot what he had to do.
The puck is dropped. Shot by Moores, blocked away, and Hodder comes out of the penalty box. So you're now
going to be a penalty here for the Impact. George, going to be a check from behind or pushing to the boards for boarding.
Wow. So the Blizzard go back on the power play.
It's going to be on Hillier here.
Penalty trouble for the Impact.
Lots of it. And this is one where not only, George, is it difficult on your team in terms of killing them out, but there's guys who don't get to go on power play, kill penalties, that don't see a lot of ice. And effectively, they're going to go into this is the second period, 4.5 minutes in without some guys that are going to see any ice at all. And that makes it very, very difficult.
Certainly messes up your line combinations. Clean face-off win for the Blizzard. Spurl pulls the trigger, went off a stick. Back for Griffiths. Spurl, Griffiths, shot, scores!
That's 2 of them in a row, George. And if you weren't sure that penalties are going to hurt you, you just scored 2 in a row. And they're the undisciplined type penalties, George. Pushing the back line, the boards, just no good. just nice rotation right here. You see it coming across, D-man, but there's just not another pressure, and the impact they're getting caught up down low, George. And if you watch this here, goaltenders are going to tell you either block the shot or get out of the way.
But what a great shot, right up under the crossbar.
Going to be a
Top
timeout here.
shelf.
Timeout here for Coach Casey, which is not unusual. Should also make note too, George. Good to see second stringer backup goaltender Aaron O'Leary back. He suffered an injury back there just prior to Christmas. He's been out for an extended period of time. Last weekend, Liam Hicks was the backup goaltender when they were out on the East Coast. Good to see Aaron O'Leary back.
Impact had a nice 2-0 lead after the first period, but penalty trouble has been their undoing as the Blizzard have scored twice on the power play in the first 2.5 minutes of this second period, and we are tied up at 2.
Yeah, this is where you've got to look around as the veterans, and I'm speaking to Luke Kosh, who was my first the interview in the intermission. Did a great job, by the way, Luke. Talked about, how he likes to get in on a forecheck, and, he loves the aggressive nature. Unfortunately, when you're killing penalties, you don't get that chance.
So back to 5-on-5. Dumped in. Dillon around the boards. Looking for Yabsley. Come back to Dillon. And it's centered. Impact have it. Send it right back in. There's Pittman. Nobody over on this side for the Blizzard. Price's pass a little bit too high. Unable to knock it out of the air was Clendenning. Up at center. Up at the blue line. Good pass for Yabsley. Cutting in. Lost the handle as he cut in front of the net.
Yabsley protects that puck so well.
Dillon shoots it in. Connors behind the net. Connors working out in front. Fed it across. Oh, what a beauty.
Phenomenal goal. Phenomenal stick. And, of course, 3 power play goals in a row to start this second period. Yabsley starts this with coming in on the break, and then he comes back down low. See a nice pivot on top of the blue line. The puck comes down around the net. Really nice move by the D-man. Price gets on the wrong side of his checking in. 2 guys are stick checking in. Of course, Yabsley wide open.
Blizzard taking over here in the second period.
Bryce just took a wrong route on that. He went on the wrong side of the guy and got turned around coming the other way. And then, of course, the other D-man tried to lend support, but he left his man wide open on the left side.
A couple of power play goals gave him the momentum. Hounsell with a shot that's right into the glove of Compton.
Compton possesses a good glove, George. Probably one of the smaller goaltenders in the league, because one thing about this league, this is under 18 league, all the goaltenders are huge.
Yeah.
Compton goes down in the butterfly quite often, but he's very athletic, and he likes to throw that glove out there quite often.
Face-off win for the Impact. That shot went off a leg, comes right back to Strickland. His second shot went wide. Flipped up in the air, down in the corner. Blizzard cleared. Strickland's got to hustle back, rolling puck all the way back behind the Impact goal. Looking for Hounsell. It squirts loose at center, off the boards. That shot in wide, and Lynch held it for just long enough, and we'll get a face-off. Tried to get it and move it. I think the net, I think the referee's just going back to talk to Lynch, explaining why he blew the whistle.
I think so. Looked like he was going to glove it, let it go, and I think the referee gave him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt and said, I don't think that he wanted to hold it, and he did. And he almost went for a spill.
Yeah, a little trouble there in his own precinct. Goes down the ice, wide of the net. So that will be icing against Central Impact.
These are the type of icings that coaches don't like, George. They don't like many icings to begin with, but one when you have total possession of the puck without any forecheck.
Face-off back in the Impact end. On the face-off, it goes into the corner. Players pile in back there. Puck squirts loose. Bouncing around along the boards. Impact have it. Get it out. Moore's trying to hold it in. Hounsell stays with it. Good pass across for King. King had to readjust to get that shot away. Didn't get a whole lot on it. Stopped by Comden. Back at the point. Haggett gets it down low. Hounsell holding it. He'll turn, cycle it back down low. Lock. Back at the point. Shot comes in right on goal. It was loose for just a second, but Compton dives out and covers it.
Yeah, Hatter's going in. George looking for the rebound. He just happened to go on the wrong side of the goaltender.
Well, now we got a little set two down to our right. Not much comes of that. Oh, there is going to be a penalty. The referee has her arm in the air.
I think it's going to be coincidentals.
Spurl gone for the Blizzard.
Oh, no, just the one. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
That is apparently going to be it.
Yeah, I thought maybe Hounsell would have gotten it too, but no. Guess he was on the receiving end, not the giving.
So a power play for the Impact.
Much needed power play here now as well.
Yeah, they need to kind of right the ship. They had led this 2-0 after the first period. Now find themselves down 3-2.
Well, if you think about it, George, you know, guys like Reed Fowler and Byrne, these guys, they don't kill penalties all the time, even though they do more of it now. But they haven't been out now in a number of minutes.
Well, the Impact, a chance to go to work on the power play. This is Adam Byrne. Up top, King. Down in along the goal line to Fowler. Back to King. Walks in. Shot went off a stick over the top of the net. Byrne behind the net. Locks out in front. Elects to come back to the point. Zach King. Hounsell. Back to King. King is poke checked. Hounsell's got to hustle back. Moore's trying to get to it. Hounsell has it. Just over a minute to go in the power play. Hounsell takes it in behind the goal. Out in the corner. Lost it in his skates. Everybody in there digging for it. It's poked behind the net. Dillon for the Blizzard. And a break for the Impact as it hits the stanchion over the other side of the, what would you call that, Robert?
Beam?
The beam? Okay. Low glass on the side, and it hit that beam.
Very low glass.
And went out of play, so the face-off will be in the Blizzard end. Otherwise, that was going down the ice.
It was.
And the Impact take advantage of it by controlling it from the face-off. Back to Hodder. Price. Ingram with a shot, scores! Compton got most of it.
He got
Didn't
most of
get
it,
all of it.
but not enough. Just it's a nothing shot coming from the left side. George being a left-handed shooter, no screen there, and just one that the goaltender just misses. That's what they use the umbrella play coming up. If you'd watch there, there's not much going on. Goaltender goes down in the butterfly, trickles through. A much-needed goal if you're an Impact fan. After getting up 2-0 and then giving up 3 in a row, all on the power play, they score one themselves on the power play. So obviously, special teams has played a pivotal role here in tonight's game. 5 of the 6 goals been on special teams, and of course, the Impact also scored a shorthanded one.
So you take that power play off the board. We're tied at 3 here in the second period. 13.5 minutes to go. Declan Flynn swings it the other side. Picked up over there by Jordan Flynn. Declan Flynn tried to feed it in front. Impact had a stick on it and clear it out. Party back at his own blue line. Gives it back to Declan Flynn. He's forced back behind his net. Being watched by Ingram. Gives it up to Party. Jordan Flynn into the middle, and Pittman picked that off. Pittman left it for Ingram, brought in just onside. Ingram's in front.
Oh,
Backhand.
my goodness.
That is stopped by Compton on a great save.
Holy, I thought it was in the back of the net.
turnover by the Blizzard in their own end led to that great scoring chance by Ingram. Now the Blizzard on the attack. Price took it away, reverses it, and it'll come out. Cleary.
Blizzard turned it over twice. Got away with the first one, not the second.
Hines back to Cleary.
That's icing.
That's tipped in. Well, it's not going to be icing because the Blizzard player's there first.
Yeah, that's.
It was tipped from their own side of center. Hines takes it off the board, shoots it. Didn't get a whole lot on that. Kicked away by Lynch. Out it comes. Byrne. He's looking for Kosh. Burns got it again. Byrne pushed to the boards. Gets it to Kosh. Shot just goes wide. Hillier pinching in. It'll come back. And it'll come out. And now Hillier's trapped. Here's Strong. Hillier hustling to get back. Fed it across, and Strickland broke that up. And Strickland gets it. Whoa! That was ripped into the Blizzard bench. Low bridge over there. Everybody's okay. It hit the glass in behind the bench, but that had a lot of zip on it.
It did. That was a good one.
Luckily,
the thing is,
got hit.
Hillier goes in on that pinch, George, and he's got to be aware. As soon as he pinches, you just can't stay there and look around. You've got to say, oh, if I just pinched, I've got to get back on my horse. The time he got back on his horse was too late. It was another 2-on-1. You can't give up 2-on-1s to this Blizzard team.
He was working hard to get over there and get that second guy, but Strickland did a great job to block that pass.
He did. Strickland really positioned himself well.
Again, we are 5-on-5. Haven't had a whole lot of that here in the second period.
No. First 5 minutes, there was nothing.
Puck bouncing around at center. Impact player knocked down. Impact come up with it, get it in. King, he lost the handle, will go the other way. Ahead for Strong. Strong off his stick, and Lynch plays it. Went off the defenseman back in front of the goal. King gave it away.
King's got a hole on that puck there. That was a panic play with nobody on him.
Council trying to poke it out. Impact do get rid of it. Locke gets to center, backhands it in. Oh, he did not get to center. The icing, and now we got another little how do you do down to the right of the goaltender. Nothing comes of that.
Nah, just a little push shove.
Yeah.
Like the officials, let him go. This isn't under 18, major midget, let him play. No harm, no foul, as we say many times from up here.
Yeah, that's the old basketball term.
Yeah,
No harm, no foul. Just contact.
that's all.
Not every contact is a foul, right? Blizzard still
Yeah,
not
they're-
happy about something.
I don't know why. It was an icing call. Not sure what the complaint is about. They haven't been happy on many of the calls, but they have 3 power plays, so they can't be too upset.
Spurl had it knocked down, comes right back to him. Tried to feed it back to the point, went right between the two defensemen. So Dillon is forced to go all the way back into his own end. Was it the other side for Griffiths? That's tipped in. Ellis back there. Jones on him. Locke trying to skate away with it. Jones had him tied up. Griffiths will bring it back. Griffiths,
That's a penalty.
and it is. They get that. That's a trip as the foot's left the foot behind him as the player was trying to go
Yeah,
around
that's
the
a-
back of the player,
That's an easy call.
back of the defender.
The Blizzard bench were very upset because the official down in the corner never called it, whereas the trailing official called it. They're getting 2 penalties. George are getting a
Oh.
hold and a trip.
Wow.
Danielle's looking.
Down talking to Coach Brian Casey of the
Yeah.
Impact, but this will be it's 2 penalties. This will be the third 5-on-3 for the Blizzard.
George, is not often we ever see 2 calls on the same play.
Sometimes you might get one if it's a delayed penalty that goes on for a while, but those two were
Yeah.
almost simultaneous.
Yeah. I didn't see the hold. I saw the trip. The trip was clear.
Oh, trip was an obvious one.
So if the Impact had a little bit of a uphill battle for the first 6 minutes of the second period, being down, or excuse me, being shorthanded, and now they're going to be down shorthanded 5-on-3 again for, is this the third, Georgia, or fourth time
This
today?
is the third 5-on-3, and they've all been fairly lengthy. This one is
They
going to be
have.
the full 2 minutes.
Just the full 2 minutes. This is a very pivotal juncture in this game here. We're halfway through the game, 10-14 remaining here in the second period. We're at the halfway point. Not at 3 apiece.
All right, here we go. 5-on-3 for the Blizzard. They win the faceoff. Jordan Flynn, Percy drops it back. Connors with a shot, scores. That didn't take long.
That's the same play, George. Almost identical to the one they scored earlier on their first power play goal. If you just watch Flynn, they win the faceoff, they get it back, they rotate up top. See him coming right out here, walks along the blue line. This is just a really patented play. Right here, coming across. This one's more of a wrister. The other one was just a rocket slap shot. Same play, same goal.
The Blizzard retake the lead, up 4-3, and they remain on the power play. That one took 8 seconds.
Yeah, the other one was short as well.
So minute
quick.
52 left to go now in a 5-on-4.
That's 4 power play goals for the Blizzard, George.
Fair to say, you've got to stay out of the penalty box.
Wow, that's, yeah.
I grasp that concept. Strong coming off the boards. Poke checked, and it bounces over the stick of Flynn. It's Declan Flynn.
So you see Fowler Kosh out here killing
right in
penalties now.
front. Griffiths. Connors got that last goal. That shot was blocked. And the puck sits right at the blue line. It came out. Impact have it. They'll clear it. Connors brings it right back in.
Connor's a good, strong skater. Good strides.
Price around the boards, and that one will get past the defenseman over at the right point, Ethan Percy. Percy goes back to get it. Under a minute to go now in the 5-on-4 power play. Percy. Circling the goal, brings it into the corner all the way up towards the blue line and then lost it.
The person needed to stop either behind the net or on the half wall.
Whoa, it took a funny bounce off the boards right to an Impact player, and they
Wow,
will
they're
clear
never-
it. Here they come. Chance 2-on-1, short-handed. Blizzard a little slow to get back. That shot by Locke is stopped. By the time he caught up to the puck, didn't have much of an angle.
No, needed to get it across a little quicker.
15 seconds to go in the power play. About 8.5 to go in the second period. Back get it out on the second try, and it's shot right back in. As the penalty expires. We're back to 5-on-5 for now. Haven't had a lot of it here in the second.
Not much.
8 minutes to go. Hines takes it out from behind his own goal, has to put on the brakes. Throws it behind the net for Cleary. Cleary's pass misses everybody, but Yabsley's going to get there first, so no icing. Flynn back behind the net for Yabsley. Back to the boards, and Yabsley gets hit, and that's going to be another penalty to the Impact.
That's just such a bad penalty to take there. I mean, that's a head contact, but I've never seen head contact. That's a double head contact.
Happened in behind the Impact goal, and mentioned at the start of this period that the Impact were having penalty trouble, and it's continued throughout this period.
Coach Casey has been telling his team about the
Strickland,
killing
and he's going to
penalties.
get a
Yeah, he's gonna-
unsportsmanlike as well for the
Yeah.
gesture towards the Blizzard bench. He's going to pick up 10 minutes
And he's
for
having a, little,
misconduct.
having a chit chat going by the officials. Well, that's never going to do any well. So he's going to be gone for at least 12 minutes.
Yeah, he's done for the rest of this period.
Well, he's a big player for this D combo for the Impact, and they're going to be instant him for the rest of this period.
And you're right, Robert, it is 4 minutes.
Yep. So he's gone for 14 minutes.
Hillier will come in to serve that.
This is really tough sledding here now for the Impact team. You've got to find a way to battle and battle hard, because you're in for some tough sledding here now. You've obviously proven that you can't kill penalties against this team, and you find yourself down again.
Face-off win for the Blizzard. Connors can't shoot it. Now he will, and right into the glove of Lynch. Found that through the traffic. Hang on.
He was looking for that top glove side too, George. You can see him. He was waiting for a little traffic to develop, but it never.
Move the face-off over to the other side. Connors to take it for the Blizzard against Fowler. Cleared out towards the blue line and hops over the stick of Dillon. He's got to retreat. Blizzard have to try and regain the offensive zone. Jabsley, he's poke checked. Following up on it though is Spurl. Spurl will bring it in. Spurl drops it back at the blue line. Flynn to Connors. Spurl, his shot stopped by Lynch, and chance for the Impact to clear it, but Spurl knocked it down, kept it in. Dillon, Spurl, top of the circle. He'll shoot it right on net. The rebound is there. Puck still loose, still not covered. Impact get it and send it down the ice. 3:10 to go in this 4-minute penalty against the Impact. They've been shorthanded almost this entire second period. There's a turnover. Break there for the Impact. They'll get it out. Strong. He lost it. Comden leaves it for Flynn. Drops it back for Spurl. Spurl will lead the rush. Gets it in over the blue line. Keeps on going down into the corner and lost it. Haggett around the board. Stopped over there. This is Percy. For Spurl. Up top for Flynn. Moving around. Flynn crisscrosses with Percy. Percy wanted to one-time it. The pass was in a little bit too close to his feet. That goes off a stick and out it comes. 2:15 left to go in the power play. Blizzard bring it in. Try and feed it in front. Percy following up on it.
Went off the goalie's mask. Square.
Flynn's got it again. Back to Percy. His shot. They've been going wide. Lynch got a right pad on it. Redirected it to the boards. Percy has it again. Down into the corner. Strong. Went off a couple of skates into the corner. Jones back behind the net.
That's a penalty there,
As
George.
Haggett was knocked down.
That's an interference call. That's a good call. Haggett's trying to get to that puck, and of course, he has a little bit of position on the forward. And of course, the forward realizing that they're on the power play, steps into him, makes an easy 2-minute interference call on Strong.
That takes the power play off the board for the Blizzard. We go 4-on-4, minute 38. Still left to go in that 4-minute penalty against the Impact.
And Impact can breathe a little sigh of relief there. Certainly not out of the woods yet.
Just over 5 minutes left to go here. Here in the second period. Ellis was looking for a Price pass, a little bit too much on it. Now Price has got it. Will backhand it in. Byrne getting in on the forecheck. Got a stick on it, but the Blizzard have it in the corner. Flynn working it out. Gets to center, keeps on going. And ran over Byrne. Now Byrne has it. Again, we are 4-on-4. Ellis almost gave it away to Connors. Dillon back in his own end to Flynn. Ellis gets the return pass, hopped over his stick. He's got to hustle into the corner. Trying to get there first was Connors. The Impact move it out. Ellis to the blue line, pulls it back, shoots it over the top of the net. Under 4 to play in the second period. 4-3. Blizzard lead this one. The shot off the stick of Connors. Connors goes down.
And Byrne needs to get off here. He's dog tired here.
Jordan Flynn gains the blue line. He'll pull it back. One off of Haggett.
Now, Haggett did a good job of staying with him.
Now it's the Impact on the power play. And it's held by Compton.
It's another one Compton sort of mishandled, George.
15 seconds left in a abbreviated power play for the Impact.
And if the Impact are able to get out of this period just being down by a goal after what they've had to try to get through in this period, I'm sure Coach Casey won't be too upset. Certainly going to be upset with the penalties.
Yeah, came into this with a 2-0 lead and gave up 4 power play goals. Killed off a couple more.
Yeah, and long 5-on-3s at that.
Hughes with a shot right into the glove of Compton.
This is where your coaching staff have got to do a really good job because there's so many penalties. You've got to try to remember, how many people are out, what's going on, who have I missed for a while. Tough sledding for the coaches today.
The penalty against the Blizzard is over. 5-on-5 again. Strong couldn't get a shot on net. He was knocked down. Fed across. There's a chance. Stopped by Lynch.
There's too many turnovers by the Impact, George. There's 4 in this particular juncture down here now.
And they put the stick right on, or put the puck right on the stick of Ethan Jones, and he got away a good shot. Strong with a chance. That just misses and went over the top of the crossbar.
Just a calamity of errors and turnovers.
Flynn keeps it in for the Blizzard. Back out towards the blue line, tipped away. Hodder has got Fowler with him. Hodder's got it, fanned on the shot. Hodder with another chance. Stopped by Party, the defenseman.
Stood in the way, did a great job, Party.
2 minutes to go here in period 2. Flynn to the other side looking for Percy. Couldn't catch up to it. Loose puck jumping on that. It's Pittman. Pittman brings it in. He fanned on it. A couple of times now the Impact players fanned on it.
Yeah, looking
as
up
they
and
cut
losing
in front. Move it ahead for Percy. Drops it off for Jones. Into the middle looking for Strong. The pass was a little bit behind him. And the Impact come the other way. There's Adam Byrne. Byrne. His shot off the defensive rebound.
Wow.
Scores!
Adam Byrne, George, he always finds a way to find the puck. And the puck finds a way to find him. A great outlet pass from the lefty all the way up to Adam Byrne, who goes for the toe drag, gets the shot away, but the defenseman blocks it. Does a great job, the defenseman does, but it comes right back to Byrne. If you watch, goes right off his skate, comes right back to him, backhand, empty net. And the goaltender was playing the original shot. That's why he wasn't able to get across. And George, I was about to say earlier, or I did say earlier, if, Impact were able to go in just down by a goal, Coach Casey would be too disappointed. Well, he's got to be a little bit more excited here now. 4 with minute 30 left.
This game taking on a bit of the feel of last week's game number 1. Ended up 7-6.
Yeah.
Impact scored with just seconds to go in regulation to win it.
Last shot scored, last shot wins.
And this one's going back and forth. 4-4 now. Just outside of a minute left to go in the period. Locke knocked off his stick to the boards. Locke still with it. Clary got a stick in there. Clary plays it behind his net. Hines around the boards, looking for Yabsley. It's kept in by Price. Now it's cleared out. Here's Connors. Connors one-on-one and getting back to break that up. was Strickland. He's made a couple of good defensive plays here in the second period.
Connor, strong kid, too, with a great shot.
Price leaves it. Locke. Back to Price. Up ahead to King. Poke checked. 30 seconds to go in the period. Picked off at the blue line. Fowler plays it back to Hughes. At the blue line for Fowler. Just gets rid of it. 7 seconds to go. It goes back into the Blizzard end. Around the boards, looking for Yabsley. And that's where play will end. A lot happening in that second period.
A lot happening is right.
4 goals by the Blizzard, 2 by the Impact, 4 power play goals for the Blizzard. So,
Yeah.
no doubt the message by Coach Casey to his team is got to stay out of the penalty box. We can't play another period shorthanded like they did in that second period.
They don't get
Lucky
that
to be
now is bad.
lucky to be tied at 4.
Very lucky.
Shots on goal after 40 minutes of play, 29-24 in favor of the East Coast Blizzard. We are going to take a break. We'll be back with period number 3 of this tie game between the Impact and the Blizzard in just a few moments. You're watching Newfoundland and Labrador Under-18 Major Hockey League action from the Windsor Stadium in Grand Falls, Windsor. Game number 3 of the semifinal. Back in a few minutes, everyone. We've got ourselves a 4-4 tie after 40 minutes of play. Teams are out on the ice now to start period number 3. Game 3 of the semifinal between the East Coast Blizzard and the Traction Central Impact. Series tied at 1 after 2 games in Mount Pearl last weekend. Blizzard bring it in. No penalties on the board to start the third. Second period was penalty filled. Blizzard with 4 power play goals.
It's going to be an interference call there.
Well, that didn't take long.
No, you just barely get the words out of your mouth, George.
Don't play a lot of 5-on-5 here
No.
this evening.
No, one thing you've got to give credit to Keegan Hounslow, he just kept the skates going. Lots of times when a player gets picked on, and the official's going to let you take his space away, but you can't take his space away by taking his body.
So an early power play opportunity for the Impact. They feed it in front, that doesn't get through, and it'll come out, shot back in, delayed offside. That's going to give the Blizzard all kinds of time.
Yeah, that's one you just got a hold on that.
Quickly ahead, Fowler. Lock passes in behind him and put on the brakes. That will allow the Blizzard to send it back down. King.
Small things mean a lot. Passes such as that when a guy's in motion behind him.
That shot in. Locke will try and get in there first on the forecheck. He's got it. Leaves it for Fowler. Fowler weaving his way in front. Swinging across to Locke. Byrne with a shot hit the outside of the post. Goaltender had lost his position completely.
Lost his position and also was screened by his D-man. I watched Byrne. He was looking at that far post the whole time.
He was outside the left post.
He was.
Hit the right post, and the Blizzard come up with it and send it down the ice. Under a minute to go now in the power play. Locke will tip it in, go right to the goaltender, and he's going to be forced to cover it. We'll get a face-off in the Blizzard end. 50 seconds left to go in the penalty to the East Coast Blizzard. And it is another cold night.
It's a penalty? Can't be a penalty here.
No, I don't think so. Players just going back to the bench. But I say another cold night here at the Windsor Stadium.
Yeah.
Again, I
It is.
apologize. As I said last time we were here, I think if you can hear me shivering,
Yeah. No,
because I am. I've got the shivers.
it's not a whole lot different tonight, George. You're right. It's just a little warmer outside today, but it is not warmer in here.
Be back at the Joe Byrne tomorrow we've got a game between these two teams at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, and then we've got Cataracts and the Deer Lake Red Wings playing tomorrow at 7:30. Both those games here on AO.live. Impact going the wrong way right now.
Yeah, going the wrong way. And
Just 10 seconds left to go in their man advantage. Pittman headed up the ice. Pittman in over the blue line, drops it off for Kosh. Kosh made one move and then lost it, and the penalty is now over. Duffett puts on the brakes. Haggett. Dalton missed him. This is James Hodder. Kicks it up to his stick. Hodder making moves. Hodder, shot, stopped. Oh, what a rush by James Hodder.
he's done that a lot this year, George. He's low center of gravity, gets that leg out, protects the puck. He likes to come in on the right side, and he's got a good release as well. Gabsley with the Blizzard, very, very similar, and he does a lot of the same type of thing. Those are same type of players we need to have the penalty box gate shut here. Yeah. Not sure why when the player gets out they don't do it, but anyway. Could be dangerous.
This will likely be icing. There's the whistle. 17 minutes left to go here in the third period. Still knotted up at 4.
George, I was looking at, mentioned to some of the parents on my son's under 18 team, rep team of Grand Falls Windsor, are off to Bay Vert for a tournament weekend to give some updates on the year. However, they had some Zamboni issues in Bay Vert this evening. There was supposed to be a game at 5 and 8. They had to bring a Zamboni up from Lassie. And I was just informed it just got there. So there's
It's a long drive for Zamboni.
I hope it's using propane, not gas.
Zach King, the impact, drops it back to Parker Ellis, gives it back to King. And King turned it over, had it taken away. That shot kicked away by Lynch. And Russell hasn't played much in this game. A chance there. Hughes coming back the other way. The defenseman leading the rush over on the right side.
Hounsell,
a little bit ahead of the play.
Yeah, he's got a load of speed built up, but the forward who's bringing the puck is not looking over at him at all. And that's Hounsell's responsibility there, not the forward carrying the puck. He's got to take a little different route and slow himself up or come in on an angle. If he just goes like that, that's just a blown play.
Hodder up at center, gives it to Byrne. Adam Byrne lost the handle as he tried to split the defense. Strong coming back the other way. Gives it to Jones. Jones with some speed and a good play by Ellis to recover and knock the puck off the stick of Jones.
That was a great poke check by him because Jones had a lot of speed and strong on the outside.
It looked like he had him beat by half a step. Here's Hodder. Hodder's in all alone. Puck bouncing. Couldn't get the shot away. Feeds it to the side of the goal. And finally comes to the goaltender who will get the glove down on it. We'll get a whistle.
Yeah, unfortunate bounce for Hodder. He had broken in. It was a broken play at the blue line. Got over the defenseman. He was able to beat him. He had some good speed. And, of course, the puck just continued to bounce all the way in.
Tried the breakaway pass for Strong. It won't be icing. Strong is ahead of the play. Strong with the wraparound, and Lynch just got back in time and got the left pad down.
But Lynch wasn't aware, George, that the guy had so much speed built up and it wasn't going to be icing. He was actually thinking it was going to be icing. And he just stood over on the other side. He was very lucky. He had to make a spectacular save to prevent the wraparound.
Flynn holds it in. That's tipped over the top of the net. Sits to the side of the goal. They'll bang away at it there. Goes into the corner. Back to the point. Flynn. And for McCarthy. McCarthy with it. He won that battle. Got it right in front of the goal. Went off the stick of Lynch to the boards. Jumped on by Price. Here's the defenseman for the impact. Price. Keeps on going. Stops up in the corner, plays it behind the net. Pittman was knocked down in front. Clendenning is knocked off the puck.
Only need short shifts here now. Remember, a lot of people had to kill some penalties and other people didn't get much ice time.
McCarthy was shot. Rebound is there. Didn't get through.
Great save, great pad save again by goaltender Lynch.
Puck bouncing around at center. Locke will bring it in. Locke tried to drop it back for Hounsell. He couldn't handle that pass. Hounsell now takes it off the boards. Hounsell trying to cut in front, went off his skate, and then he gets hit pretty hard down there. Puck comes back to the point. Ellis shot, kicked away by Compton. Hounsell tried to cycle it down low. That'll go up into the rafters.
Should
The
stay
beams.
inside. Yeah, the beams, low bridge. Heads up.
There's a low ceiling here at the Windsor Stadium,
There
as we
is.
have commented before.
Yes. Well, it'll be a big adjustment, George, for both teams tomorrow to go to the Joe, not only in terms of the low ceiling and that, but the bigger ice surface, little different corners.
Hopefully a little warmer for us.
I don't know, yeah. Yeah, hopefully a little warmer.
Ellis.
And for the fans,
Absolutely.
they will have the heat on.
Yeah, they've got a temporary fix done to the roof at the Joe. If you're following the hockey this year, they're having trouble with leakage in the roof, which only re-shingled about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Off the glass. Don't get it out. Connors has it. Connors stops. Playing a little sloppy right now.
The pass was behind them.
Here's Hodder. Hodder 1-on-2. Hodder tried to flip it out in front from a very sharp angle. The shot came in.
Hodder loves that play.
Strickland right in front. It is tipped and goes up over the top of the net.
That's a double tip, I believe.
I think it was touched twice. Hughes gives it to Strickland.
Blizzard have shortened their bench a little here now, going with just.
There's a steal. Spurl. He's got Percy with him. Spurl with a shot that's stopped.
Spurl has a
Ooh.
tremendous release as well.
Lynch bails out the impact again.
Watched Spurl play in a high school tournament earlier this season in November in Clarenville. He's a great skilled guy.
Dillon around the boards. Price pinching in, can't hold it. Thrown to an open wing. Strickland back to get it. Strickland turns in the corner. Strickland with some room. He'll skate it in. Strickland in the corner. Out in front. It's shot wide by Hounsell. Now will come the other way. McCarthy dumps it in. King back to get it. Off the glass. It gets past Party. Dillon got there for the Blizzard. Gets it ahead to Party. He stopped right away. Hughes. Under 11 and a half to go here in regulation time. Tie game. Spurl with a shot. And that is stopped by Lynch.
Yeah, he's got just a great release. And I can't believe he's actually staying out there. He's been out there for a solid 2 minutes, 2 hard minutes. Yeah, it's got to be a line
He's going to
change.
come off, yeah.
Got to be.
Yeah, your best player is no longer your best player if he's tired.
No. And he had, he was up and down twice.
Party will shoot it in. Behind the net. Blizzard are in there on the forecheck again. Out it comes. That shot put wide.
Puck is bouncing everywhere.
Out it comes. The fans are getting into it on either side of us,
Yeah.
cheering on their teams. We got some Blizzard fans here, obviously family. Made the trip. Here, yelling, shoot, shoot. The fans on the other end, down to our right from the impact, cheering their guys on.
Good to see.
Good atmosphere right now. As this game gets late, that's going to be... No, Hounsell won the race. King tried the wraparound, couldn't get it on goal. Looked like it was going to be icing, but good hustle by Hounsell to negate that.
He did. He did a great job. And the official did a great job as well.
That shot went off a stick over the top. Locke has got it for the impact. Locking along the boards, pushed off the puck. Bounces up. It went out of play and it'll be a face-off in the Blizzard end. We're down to 10-12 here in period number 3. Still tied at 4.
Yeah, and we're into crunch time now for sure, George. And this team played this type of a game last weekend when they were out east. A 7-6 final with goal very late in the game, and we're into that type of a thing right here now.
I believe it was 26 seconds to go in regulation time when Hodder scored to win it for the impact. Game 1. Strickland steps in. His shot went off the goaltender. Didn't really have a good view of that.
No, went off of his shoulder, just up over his glove, actually. And
Good position. Had it hit him.
there was room there.
Hodder gets it in. The Burn with a shot looking short side, just missed. Burn behind the net. Threw it right in front. Jones got a stick on it first for the Blizzard. Now it's Cleary. And Cleary clears it. McCarthy. Hand pass.
hand pass or struck someone on the bench, one or the other.
Yeah.
Either way, the face-off should be inside of the blue line.
Yeah, it stays in the Blizzard end. Face-off win for the Blizzard. Get it out at center. Yabsley will turn, shoot it in. Haggett looking for it. Connors gets in there first. Puck comes loose. Clendenning lost it. Thrown right out in front. Here's Flynn with a chance. Flynn with a shot. Great save by Lynch. One off the paddle of the stick.
Yeah, he battled to get in position as well.
Yabsley. Back comes the Blizzard. Knocked off his stick, and it comes to the goaltender, Lynch, who will hold on. Yeah, tremendous save by Lynch a moment ago. He got the stick out there. That was headed for
Yeah,
the far side.
I like the way Georgie came out of his crease to really fight to find that puck. And he did it calmly as well. Got that blocker out there. Went off the stick over to the right corner. Goaltenders, you'll notice that they're very confident when they come out, they fight the challenge to find that puck. The traffic doesn't seem to bother them a lot.
Connors gets waved out. Yabsley comes in to take it against Locke. Yabsley wins it, but it'll get out. Dillon retreating. Yabsley pokes it in front. Flynn with a chance, stopped by the defenseman.
Wow,
That went off of Hughes.
huge turnover there down low.
Flynn working his way in. Just get out over the blue line. Griffiths drops it back to Dillon. Gives it back to Griffiths. On the other side, off the boards. Race on. Yabsley's going to get there first. Yabsley's in there. And no penalty. Blizzard bench calling for a hooking call.
Connor's got a lace that keeps his pants up. He's going to trip up in it here in a minute.
You see that one. Hounsell, one-on-one. Hounsell shoots off the defenseman Dillon and then right to the goaltender, and then we get a little pushing and shoving after the fact. Eight minutes on the nose left in the third period.
This is a great game here this evening, I must say. Very entertaining. We haven't seen the Impact team in a long time. And putting in a great performance here tonight, both teams.
It's been about a month since the last time we
It's been a
had
while.
the Blizzard. I've seen the Impact, I should say. Byrne with a chance, fanned on it. Yeah, we did games every weekend in January and then had basically a month off before we come back. That shot, Percy trying to go against the grain. Just missed, put it
Got
wide.
a lot on that shot as well, but
Got past Party.
just too wide.
Flynn back to get it. Spurl. Had his
Dangerous
wrist.
player.
Lost it at center. He was poke checked by Hodder. Clendenning following up on it. Clendenning drops it for Hodder. Be careful here. Hughes has got it. Hughes with a shot. Stick save made by Comden.
I don't think he realized Clendenning or Pittman was down there low waiting. Pittman was behind the play, just lurking in the weeds, and I don't think that he had seen him.
Hughes grabs it, plays it to the boards. Gosh, that hit the linesman. Come back.
Gosh is shaking his head saying, what are you doing?
Got me standing somewhere.
Yeah, true enough.
He said, you hit me. Well, the
offside.
offside, if they touch it, they don't. They tag up. Cleary gets it ahead. McCarthy, he'll shoot it in. Jones going into forecheck. He'll get there first. Backhanded it out in front. That's taken away. Ingram. And Ingram with a shot. Tried to go between the feet of the defenseman. Cleary did, but didn't get much on it. Kosh can't shoot it. Drops it back for Strickland. Strickland across. That shot wide of the goal. Strickland has to hustle over to try and hold it in. He can't get to it. He'll back up and send it in. Under 6 to play. Ellis tried to play it ahead. Was looking for Locke. Pass was off the mark. Off the boards and out. Ellis over the other side. That failed to connect. Here's Strong. Strong. You're saying it went out of play?
Yeah, I think it hit the steel down there that supports the back gate from going up. Went up and over the glass, hit that, came back in play.
5:29 left to go.
Yeah, fasten your seatbelts, folks. We're in for a great finish.
Strong to the side of the goal, now in behind. They try and play it out in front and hit the side of the goal, and the impact come away. Hodder following up on it, keeps it in for the impact. Price sends it back in, Party with it. Over to Declan Flynn. Price back to Hughes.
Heads up. That's twice there.
Coaching head up over on that Blizzard bench.
Yeah, coaching staff are going to be saying, what's going on? I've given you a lot of ice time. What are you shooting the puck at me for?
Face-off will be in the Blizzard end. Just under 5 to go. Haggett shoots it in. Party will go in behind his net to Flynn, back to Party. That hit Connors. There's a chance for Hodder. Compton bails out his defenseman.
Hodder has had some great chances in this third period. He said 3 like that, George. Great forechecking by Impact, forced a turnover. And of course, Hodder, who possesses a very good shot and quick release, did exactly that. But the goaltender, Compton, came out, got it right in the breadbasket. Great save.
Another face-off win. Strickland with a shot well wide of the target. In behind everybody is Connors, pass just a little bit in behind him.
Yeah, that's one I think that the coaching staff for Impact are saying that their D-man should have taken that puck.
King just drifts it in on goal. That'll get a face-off in the Blizzard end.
It's one of those 50-50 pucks by Hughes, I think, who's a great skater. Could have easily had that puck. He kept backing up, and then he was basically in no man's land, was going to get beat.
Strickland across. Hughes with a shot that hit Moores for the Blizzard up near the blue line. Goes in behind the goal. King cycles it back. Hounsell holding it. Turning in the corner. It's going to be a penalty coming up to the Blizzard.
That's a holding penalty. Hounsell had good
There's
position.
King back for Strickland. Right on goal. Save made. Here's a chance for Locke. They hit the defense, didn't get through. Delayed penalty here. They got the extra player out. Puck goes up in the air. Finally touched up by the Blizzard, and with 3:42 left to go in regulation time, big opportunity for the Impact. They'll go on the power play.
Doesn't get any bigger now, George. And got to give full credit to Hounsell. He did a good job on the boards on the puck, and he actually feels the tug. And because of that, he keeps his feet going, and he's only 6 or 8 feet away from the referee, and the referee really had no other choice but to call that as a holding penalty. No complaints from the Blizzard bench, and no more should there be.
All right, here we go. Impact win the faceoff. Back to King. Hounsell. Fowler. And for Kosh. He's pushed off the puck. Impact maintained possession behind the goal. It's Byrne. Out in front. Chance for a lock. Stopped by Compton.
One of the things I've been noting a lot of this year with the power play for this Impact team, and I've said it a number of times, it's become too predictable. They got to either start moving the puck a little bit quicker, or they've got to change what they're doing. It's just become far too predictable, and it's easy to kill against. Got to mix things up a little.
Blizzard get it? No. Clear it?
And they got to create more space. They got to start spreading. They're too bunched together too much.
King ahead to Fowler. Fowler gains the blue line, shoots it in. Locke will get to it first here along the near boards. Trying to knock it out of the air. Played with a high stick. That's going to bring the face-off, I believe, all the way back down into the Impact end.
The dumping is good coming on the right side, but Locke's got to get to that
face
ball.
off just outside the blue line.
Locke's got to get to that puck a little hurt, but he's also got to have more puck support, because the forward for the Blizzard is there to do battle with them, and you want to have a guy who's going to be helping you on the battle. On a dump in, you've got to outman the puck 2-1.
Knocked down at center by King. He'll bring it right back in, and he's poke checked as he gets to the blue line. Under a minute to go in the penalty to the Blizzard. Byrne with a shot. Pad save by Compton as he got the right pad down. Byrne following up on it. It's loose in front. They score!
And I tell you, they score, but what a great job number 89 tried to do, and did actually.
Drew Moores.
To get a stick on there, because it would have been an empty net. It's a broken play, actually, and you see Byrne, who takes a shot from anywhere and everywhere all the time. Then he's coming out, and I'm looking, thinking he's going to take it himself, and it just comes out, and 89 does a good, but the strength of down low for Hounsell, just great job. He just out-muscles Moores, who was doing a really good job himself. Well, this has been a series of power play goals here tonight, George.
2:30 left to go. Lots of time. 1 goal game. 5-4. Impact lead it.
You have to protect the puck down. What they're doing right there now is not enough.
Strong with a shot right on goal. That's grabbed and held on by Lynch.
And these dump outs, little flick outs, and I know we got such a short roof, low roof, but you've got to get something on that puck. You just can't decide to chip it out like that without going some distance, and it never went anywhere.
Keep an eye down to our left. Tyler Comden in goal for the Blizzard. Shot down the ice. You say no icing.
No, both officials. Well, the lead official made the safe call in the beginning.
That's the last touch by a Blizzard player down inside the blue line. Shot back in by the Impact. Hodder got a stick on that. Now the Blizzard with a chance to move it. Spurl will dump it in. To the side of the goal, out in front. It's bouncing around. Rebound is there. Strong got a stick on it. Lynch makes the save. Compton made the save the other way.
I'd be
two
shocked if
goaltenders.
they don't call a timeout and pull their goaltender now.
Yeah, I kept looking down to my left at Compton's.
Yeah, like I'm going to think that they're going to wait to get a timeout call.
We got a penalty to the Impact. Head contact. Wow. Let's just add to the drama a little bit.
That must have been a late call. George Strickland, he's been in the box a lot.
And the Impact have used their timeout.
Yeah, it's going to be I'm thinking now it's going to be a timeout for the Blizzard, however. Gotta be.
And they do. You're correct. Minute 44 left to go.
Well, they definitely need to pull the goaltender now to make it a 6-on-4.
Yeah.
And you sometimes, George, and we spoke about this before, they say coaches will want to say to you, you want to wait until you get possession. Well, if you got 6-on-4, you got a better chance to get possession.
I've been saying that for a long time.
Yeah.
But a lot of people know better than me, but that's just the way I see it.
Me as well, George. Like, I mean, the thing is, if you're going to say, well,
there's the Impact bench.
If you win a face-off and you got two guys, then you've got a better chance of getting that puck. Or even if you lose the face-off, you've got a better chance of getting in to force the D-man.
You should be outmanning the other team everywhere.
Right. It's got to be 2-1 down low at worst if you're the Blizzard.
And if you're going to gamble, go all in.
Well, yeah, Shane Luckenchuck likes to do that in a game of cards. Well, they're gone all in here now.
All right, 6-on-4 with the empty net. 1 minute, 44 seconds left to go in regulation time. Face-off win for the Blizzard. To Jones. That shot. Stop. Rebound is loose in front. Lynch gets over and covers it.
George, what? I'm really beside myself here. I don't coach this Blizzard team, but I can't believe Spurl is not on the ice.
Yeah.
I am.
That's Connors, Strong, Yabsley, Flynn, Jones,
Nothing against any of those other guys out
and
there.
Percy.
But Spurl.
Here's Percy. Jones, back to Percy. Jones, Connors. Connors with a shot. That went wide. Sits on the mesh, comes off. To the side of the net, out in front of the goal. And again, Lynch has got it. Minute 18 to go.
Still lots of time, a minute 18 here.
Puck comes to the boards. 3 Blizzard players in there.
Exactly. That's the thing about it, even if you don't win the faceoff.
Comes to the boards. Back to Jones. Connors to the side of the net. Behind the goal. Set up back there looking for Jones. Jones with a shot. I think Lynch stopped that.
I think he did, George, and then it went off a D-man
And no icing.
because Jones had that left paddle, or excuse me, had that left corner looked at and got a good shot away.
45 seconds left. Dumped in. Price holds it against the boards. It's poke free. Strong has it. 35 seconds. Strong. His shot stopped. That went off of Hounsell.
It's just a maze of players in front of the net. I don't know how the goaltender can see.
Flynn
any.
with a shot. He saw it and stopped it. 20 seconds left.
You got to get
King
there.
trying to get there. He got a stick on it, but couldn't get it past Connors. Kept in by the Blizzard. 10 seconds. Still kept in. Here's a chance. Walking right in. Stopped by Lynch. Puck comes to the boards. It comes out. 3 seconds. Flynn turns. And that's going to do it.
Wow.
What a finish to this one. What chances for the Blizzard. They came so close.
George,
Jaden Lynch was brilliant.
like it looked like 2 empty nets, and right out on top of the blue line, we had 2 impact players went to get the puck. They both fell down, and they brought it back in. And Hal Lynch was able to see that shot and get his left pad on it, but it looked like it was going completely in. What a series we got.
I tell you, 2-1 now. The Impact lead this best of 7 series. We're going to do it again in less than 24 hours back at the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 game time, and we'll have that for you on AO.live. And if that one is anything like this one, it should be a lot of fun.
It certainly is going to be. Well, we got a busy afternoon and evening tomorrow, George.
Well, I've got the morning. I've got to go over and we got to break everything down here. I say we. I know you're not going to. And then bring it into the Joe Byrne and set it up there tomorrow morning to get ready for 2 games tomorrow. We got the Blizzard and Impact at 2:30, and then we switch to the Central West Senior Hockey League.
2:30, is it?
2:30.
Okay.
And then we've got the Cataracts
Must
and
set
the
my
Deer
alarm.
Lake Red Wings, 7:30. So kind of back to back tomorrow night at the Joe. We'll have that game for you as well. And then again Sunday morning, these 2 teams will go again. So just getting warmed up this weekend.
So I'm glad I had today off and Monday off for winter break for us teachers. Doing
Yeah, I'm gonna rub
overtime.
that in. All right, that's going to do it for us. We're going to take a break. Going to take all this apart and get it out of here. So for Robert Golding and our cameraman Jace Power, my name is George Scott. Folks, we'll see you again tomorrow afternoon.